Hey, what's up YouTube? You're watching Ready Set Drone, and if you're a fan of the Go-Go Bird, flies like a real bird, you're gonna be a real fan of the Go-Go Bird Eagle. This thing is huge, and it is right here. We're gonna check it out. Stay tuned. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We do a lot of stuff about drones and other RC stuff, but these birds are a lot of fun, and so I wanted to make a video about the Eagle. I did do a video a while back about this Go-Go Bird and actually gave the Go-Go Bird away. I'll put a link to it if you want to check it out. It is a fun little thing, but this Eagle is much bigger and I think handles wind a little bit better. So let's move the Go-Go Bird aside and let's open up the Eagle. And when you open it, that's what you get in the box. Actually, let me spin it around like this. The quick start guide right here. The actual Eagle right here. The tail section is right here. And then where are the wings? Oh, the wings must be in this part right here. Yeah, there they are. Look at that. There's a little screwdriver and some screws in there that comes with it. Battery, that's a battery. I think it actually comes with 2 batteries, so this is one of them. It has a remote control, which is similar to the Go-Go Bird remote control. It's a little joystick that you push with your thumb, and then some buttons that do some different things. So after a quick study of the instructions, what it looks like you got to do is take the wings, and you put the tags, the labels. That's probably important to get them right side up as well. The little on-off switch on top, the sort of struts here, those would go down so that you don't see them as much. And these are going to slot into the little wing lifter things. There's one. They do kind of click, so you push them in. They click. 2, okay. And then there's 2 little holes where the screw hole is going to poke through. And so you take this and you put it back on that one, and then you take the other one, and it's up here. Just make sure to kind of get the fabric in the right spot. I'm starting them with my fingers, and then I'm going to take them and finish them with the screwdriver. And then I'm going to take these little rods in the back and put them in the appropriate slots. So there's a little slot right here. And this is kind of going to be a tricky part, but you put them into these little holes here in the back, and then these long screws are going to go in. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be easy to miss these, to get them in the wrong spot. But now you can see both of these little rods are in there, and they both kind of tilt up and down like so, so that the wings can still flap. Now, what I need to do is plug each of these little connectors, multi-pin connectors, into the respective sides. Okay, that one's there. And this one is here. So I've got those 2 in. Now I put the tail piece back on. And now I put the screw for the tail piece back in. It's a tiny little screw. Don't drop it. Okay, so now we open the battery compartment on the bottom, which is this little zipper right here. Kind of the belly of the bird. And there's a battery compartment. And we take the batteries. Okay, that battery is just slotted right in sideways. There's a volume button on this. All right, and then there is seagulls, it sounds like. Maybe that's its prey. There is a little blue light on the bird itself to tell you that the bird is actually on. And then if it works anything like the Go-Go Bird, okay, there's the flaps. You see those flaps going up and down? That's to turn right. That's to turn left. I think we're ready to go fly it. Okay, we're outside at a park near the studio, and it's a little breezy. And so far, we tried it 3 or 4 times, and so far, mixed results, trying to keep it in the air. I do think that you have to actually push the trigger forward to give it more flap, more power in order to stay up. If you pull the trigger back, it tends to squawk and go downward. Again, I really think that sounds like a seagull. And I don't know if you can see the wings a little bit, but there's definitely some wind blowing right now. I'm waiting for it to calm down. All right, so we're gonna give it a shot. You wanna kind of launch it upward a little bit, and you wanna make sure the wings are flapping really good when you give it its launch. And really the objective here is to not make it go over the fence into the road, because we've already done that once and Chris had to go get it, and he was a good sport about it. So, wait for this car to go by and start the wings. And up we go. Yeah, okay, keeping it. So I'm flying it into the wind, because when you turn it around and try to fly it with the wind, it goes really fast. So I'll bring it around to us. Boom. Okay, there we go. I'm able to get it into the wind. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try turning around. Coming back towards us. Oh, those birds are like, what is that thing? Ah, boy. That was kind of close to, look at those birds. It really helps if you understand line of sight flying, because I'm really high with that thing. Let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, that was kind of cool. I was able to bring it down. Trying to go left. Oh boy, there's a lot of trees over there. Ah! Ha! Into the tree. Give it another try. See if we can keep it up in the air for 5 minutes or so. 2 or 3 minutes would actually be great. Oh yeah, definitely can feel more power with that new battery, fresh battery. All right, so you push the stick forward to give it more throttle. Uh-oh. All right, that was another crash into the road. And fortunately, this isn't a real busy road, but that wind is blowing that way fairly hard. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. I think the trick is just to keep it facing into the wind, because as soon as you turn it around and face it with the wind, it just goes. You kind of lose it. All right, here we go. Guess I had to throw it harder. All right, here we go. All right, and again, I'm turning it around. Whoa, almost over the fence. That looked like a close call. Go get it. Okay, I wasn't 100% happy with the last showing of the bird, particularly my skill at it, or lack thereof. So we're gonna try it again here at Canyon Vista. Remote control connected successfully. So there is actually a hawk up there. You can see it. and we're gonna go fly this guy and see what the hawk does. But the field is locked. The only way to get in is to walk around. So I'm gonna try it, and hopefully I can keep it on this side of the fence, but odds are pretty good I'm gonna have to go get it. So let's give it a try. No, don't land. Okay, I'm trying to go right. Oh, feel that wind. Come on, come on. No, not the road. Oh! Don't worry, it's okay.
What's that?
I said it's okay. It's not injured. No, it's not dead.
It's pretty realistic looking, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Around.
We're just trying it out and having a little trouble with the breeze. I was hoping it would be less breezy down there.
Well, when y'all first threw it up in the air, I was like, oh my God, is he releasing a bird into the wild? And I was like, oh, okay, no. But
well,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you. It's doing okay. We kind of are releasing a bird into the wild. No, 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 no. Oh. Oh. Mr. Bird.
Oh no.
Goodness. Well, yeah, that wasn't what I was hoping for. Seems to be intact. Once again, I'm wondering if it's having trouble because that one little piece keeps popping out. Take a look right there. See that? It's this little thing that goes in like that. I'm wondering if a piece of tape on that might help. Anyway, we'll try one more time. Again, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go out on that field, but so far, so good. Get down here where there's less wind. Tries to tell you the altitude. Okay. Kind of flying it into the wind. Now we're gonna come back with the wind. It's never good, it's with the wind. I feel like it did okay. It was able to stay facing into the wind and kind of hovered pretty well when it was facing into the wind. But honestly, it's still too much wind. I feel like we have to kind of slow down the wind a little bit or get a day with less wind in order to make it. And it thinks it's a seagull. It is pretty windy today, quite honestly, and I think that is a big part of the problem. It's blowing everything that way, which is where the road is, and it keeps wanting to go into the road. It's gone into the road several times. You can control it, but really it's easier to control going into the wind. As soon as you turn downwind, it's really hard to make it turn back into the wind. It wants to kind of just keep going downwind, which seems to be the problem. If you do get one of these, a couple of things. Number one, you're gonna wanna make sure you're fairly well versed at following instructions on how to assemble it, because it wasn't the most intuitive thing to assemble. It wasn't super hard, but it also took a little bit of instruction reading and a little trial and error to get it right. And number two, you're gonna wanna make sure you fly it in a big open space, ideally without a road and ideally without any wind. I'll put a link to the description in it. I do intend to fly this some more. I'm gonna wait for a really still day in a really big space and see if it's a little easier to control in that situation versus here with a road and wind around. But I love the concept of these things. The way that the flaps work in the back to make it turn, the way the wings flap with so much power, the ruggedness of it. It has crashed into the road, into a tree, into the ground, into a fence, crashed quite a few, pretty much every time we've landed it has been a crash. So it's rugged, it's holding up okay, and it's cloth. You know, it's like a kind of thick I don't know what kind of material this is, but it's like a vinyl almost. No rips. Everything is still all in one piece. There's a little smudge on the beak, but other than that, it's doing okay on the front end. But I will say, if you can get this in the right situation, I'll bet you could have a lot of fun with it. The original Go-Go Bird is also a great choice and probably a better choice for small kids or in smaller spaces. But you know, I'd love to hear what you think. Leave a comment below. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time on Ready, Set, Drone. Thanks for watching.